Hi, I'm Amanda Rolfe. I'm a nurse practitioner and the founder of White Coat Aesthetics here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, I want to talk about tips for aspiring injectors. I did a Q&A. I had a lot of questions from injectors who are interested in, or nurses who are interested in becoming injectors, and I have a lot of advice to give, so I want to get started. First, to anyone who is interested in this field, if you are completely new and who have never injected before, my first tip is to figure out if you actually would like to do this job. This is not a job that you should get into just for the money. The money is not very good in the very beginning, especially when you are new. So if it is not an actual interest of yours, I would probably steer you in a different direction. Are you into beauty? Are you interested in anti-aging? Do you like dealing with women, treating women all day? Are you actually a consumer yourself? Is this something that is interesting to you? Then you probably would enjoy it. There's other things you can do too. You can shadow an injector. You can go in and watch them for a day, see if that seems like it's interesting to you. I do offer a shadowship. I do charge for it because it is work on my part. But I have people that will come and follow me for a day and they're like, I think surprised because they didn't expect it to be as much science as it is or to be thinking as critically as you do in this industry. So that would be my first tip. Figure out if you actually want to do this job. And if you have to pay $1,000 to shadow someone, it may save you thousands of dollars in training if you're not actually going to like this field. So first, start by figuring out if you are interested in this field. Next, I would tell you if you know that you are interested, learn your anatomy. There is a lot that you can learn on your own without having to go to a training. Number one, you need to know the muscles of the face. You have to memorize these. You need to understand how they work, where they are, how exactly they are pulling so that if Botox is in, which is going to relax that muscle movement, we know how that is going to affect the face. So for example, the frontalis, how does that work? What is injecting Botox in that muscle going to do? And you need to know that for every single muscle of the face, and there are a lot. Go online, find some free resources, learn the muscle anatomy. You also need to learn the vascularity. So the arteries, the major arteries and veins, where they enter the face and all the foramen of the face. These are things you absolutely need to know before injecting at all. So muscles and artery. Eventually you will learn the fat pads, the ligaments, all of the different versions of the anatomy in the face, but the absolute minimum you need to know in the beginning is muscle anatomy and vascularity. So please do your work on learning those. And then my last tip for people who are completely new, who are not injectors at all, is going to be understanding that you are going to have to invest in some training. So back when I started, I was lucky enough to get a job and not have to put any extra money into training. I did end up paying for 1-2-day course by myself, and that was around $4,000. But nowadays, this is such a saturated market. A lot of people are interested in becoming injectors. You have to set yourself apart by investing in some training. So at this point, I would estimate around $5,000 to $10,000. I just want you to mentally plan for that for your journey on becoming a better injector. Then once you get hired in a place, they will pay you to train and they will provide the training. But up front, you probably need to invest in at least $5,000, if not more than that, because there's so many people interested in this field. We need to see people who are willing to invest in themselves before we're willing as business owners to invest in them. I thought of one more thing I wanted to add. This will be my final tip for this video. Once you have invested in training and you are ready to look for a position, please make a beautiful resume. You would not be, I truly get at least one resume a week, if not multiple resumes a week. And so these start to look very cookie cutter and simplified. I am talking make it aesthetic. Go on Etsy, pay for a little like PDF version of a resume that you like, make it look cute, put a good picture of yourself in there, go in, explain why you want the job. I want to see your personality. I want to see your story. If you're just giving me, I went to school here, this is my job, I'm interested, I'm sorry, that's boring. You don't stand out at all. I want to see why you're interested in working for my company. I want to see a blurb about White Coat. I want to see that you've done research on my business. The injectors that I have hired in the past, most of them have actually found me and have really heavily pursued working with me. They show me their interest. They reach out to me multiple times. They come in to introduce themselves. I mean, it's people that I see their drive and their personality, and I'm interested in that. The people who just send off a random resume, I'm so sorry, but you get lost in the hundreds of resumes that I receive a year. So just keep that in mind. Set yourself apart on your resume. make yourself look good, and you will go a lot further than the people who just send a very templated, basic kind of a resume. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm always happy to give more tips. This is kind of more for like your new aspiring injectors. I'm going to do another video on people who have actually started the training and are maybe at a spot where they're very, very new or are looking for a job. So let me know in the comments below if you have any questions.